Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the modeling industry and being thick, being petite. Okay, those don't really sound like the same thing. Okay, it doesn't sound like that could be one person, but it's me, okay, because I'm kind of short and I kind of got a big booty, so that's me. So yeah, we're going to talk about being thick, we're going to talk about being petite, we're going to talk about being black, we're going to talk about having natural hair, we're going to talk about all that stuff in this video. So if you're interested in being in the modeling industry and you're any of the above, you should definitely watch this video. I did put like a question thing up on my Instagram and I actually got quite a few questions, so I'm gonna actually answer them now. So the first question is, how exactly did you get into it? So basically I always wanted to model since I was a little girl, and I decided I was gonna go for it. So I had been doing like shoots and I had like somewhat of a portfolio, which I knew you needed to go into an agency. So I literally went to like Staples, and I bought like an art portfolio and I printed out all the shoots that I had done, pictures, and I put them in a portfolio. And I had actually come to New York to visit my sister, and I went to the agency that I'm with now. I went to an open call. Oh my god, you know what's funny? The first time I went, I didn't get through. So I went to the open call, and what they do is they take your portfolios, they look through them, and then the portfolios that they like, they call you in, and then they look at you in person and speak to you, and then I guess they decide if they want to bring you back and then sign you, yada yada yada. So the first time I went, I actually did not get through with the agency. Second time I went, a couple months later, I had a couple more photos in my portfolio. I had been working on doing more shoots. I went back and I got through. So I met them in person. I guess they decided that I would be good to be on the board, which, you know, I already felt that way, which is why I went in. But they felt the same way too, so they went through with signing me. I already knew the agency was a good, reputable agency because my sister's roommate was actually with them and was constantly working all the time. So I was super excited. And yeah, that's how I got started. Question number 2. So I'm short. Is there any space for me in the modeling industry? Yes, because I'm short as well, and there's room for me. I have booked a couple jobs. I'm not a supermodel, but I'm a model. Like, I have worked in this industry. So yeah, like, it's crazy. Like, I call myself a model and it feels so good. But yeah, like, I'm not tall either. So there's room for you in the modeling industry. You just have to find an agency that sees your potential and that is okay with your size. My agency actually has a petite board, so I was kind of lucky there, which not a lot of agencies do have a petite board. Yeah, you can find an agency with a petite board, or you can find an agency who doesn't have a petite board but sees your potential and decides, okay, like, we're gonna put her on board. Yeah, so your size does not matter. Next question. What size are you, and do you think your size limits your opportunities? So I am like a size 2 dress size, 5'6" tall, and I wear a size 6 shoes. I think that's everything. Yeah, I wear like a small normally up top, but I got a booty, okay? Like, my hips are kind of, not my hips, but like my booty is kind of big, like, to be a model. But I still work, so y'all can tell me nothing. Majority of the castings I get are request castings, meaning that the client already knows how tall I am because they see my portfolio online and they can see my height and they see all my measurements, so they know what they're gonna get when I'm coming in. So I don't really feel like that has a huge factor. But there are definitely some jobs that my agency just doesn't submit me for, because they're fashion and a lot of clients for fashion only want 5'8", 5'9" and up. Also, when it comes to like me not being a size 0, me having a booty, I do beauty work, so that doesn't really play into it at all. And the industry is progressing a little bit, so there is more room for a normal woman's body in the industry. Of course, I'm not gonna go book a Dolce & Gabbana or a Prada runway show because I'm short. That's most likely not ever gonna happen. I'm not gonna say never, but I just do not see that happening, and that's okay with me. I've come to terms with that a long time ago when I was 12 and realized I wasn't really gonna get much taller. Have you gotten turned down harshly? No, I haven't gotten turned down harshly. I think the harshest turn down was me going to a casting, them looking at my portfolio and telling me thank you, and having me walk out the door when they kept some of the girls there, which, like, I was like, oh, like, dang, that sucks. I wish I could have stayed, but it's not really a harsh turn down. It's just like, whatever. No, a lot of stuff is you just never hear back. I don't think I've ever been told, sorry, we're not gonna pick her. It's either, yes, we're gonna put her on hold, or yes, we're gonna confirm her, or it's nothing at all. So I've never been turned down harshly. Do you get discriminated or feel like someone is discriminating you? That's a different question. Well, when it comes to my race, it's so hard because in this industry, it's progressing very slowly. So sometimes I will be the token black girl on set, which honestly, I feel like I'm a bad representation. Sometimes I'm like, okay, you need me and you need someone a little bit darker. Like, you need more diversity. Like, a lot of times there's like 3 girls of another race and then there's me. And I'm like, so I'm representing for black girls, and I'm just like you need to incorporate more. Like, there shouldn't just be one black girl in the shoot. Like, it's just not right. So I don't feel like I'm discriminated against, but I do feel like as a black model, I have less opportunities than a white model. Say a client is booking 4 models, 9 times out of 10, 2 of them are going to be white, 1 is going to be black, and 1 is either going to be Asian or Latina. So yeah, I do have a smaller chance of booking certain things. So I guess that's discrimination. Next question is, how has being in the modeling industry affected your mental health / self-confidence? The modeling industry has torn me down and built me back up. And I can honestly say that, like, after a while, you realize that, like, you're beautiful and there are a million other beautiful girls and women out there. And honestly, when you go to a casting or an audition, it's literally what are they looking for, because you already know every girl that's going to be in the room is going to be beautiful or drop dead gorgeous. And it's like, you have to know in yourself, like, okay, I'm already walking into this place, I already got an invite to be at this casting with these other however many beautiful girls. So it's like, don't let seeing them, or don't let you not getting the job determine how confident you are in yourself or your abilities, or how beautiful that you are. And it's easier said than done, because there have been so many times where I feel like I got the job, or, you know, this is for me and I'm gonna get it, and then I don't, and it's just like a letdown. And that's what I mean by breaking you down and then building you back up, because you can think you're gonna get something and then you don't get it, and then you're like, was I not good enough? Like, why didn't I get it? Like, who got it instead of me? You gotta remember, like, this is a business, and you're gonna hear yes a couple times, you're gonna hear no a couple times, and you just gotta get used to it, and you gotta build yourself up and know who you are. And yeah. What is your favorite / least favorite part about working in the industry? And you know what? I'm gonna start with least favorite. My least favorite part about working in the industry, I guess it's gotta be like the inconsistency, because you could book one job that will pay your rent for the year, and then you could go months without booking a job. You can also book a really big job but not know when you're gonna get that check. That's happened to me multiple times. I have booked a job for a large amount of money and I'm like, okay, this is gonna pay my rent for this month, and then I don't get the check for this month. The check comes like 5 months later. Legitimately. So it's the inconsistency that's really hard. It's just not knowing when you're gonna be booked. Sorry, I live in New York. It's loud. So not knowing when you're gonna be booked. Let's see what else. Not knowing when you're gonna get paid. Not knowing when you're gonna have castings. Sometimes you get notified about castings the night before, sometimes you get notified the day of. It's a lot of running around. So that's probably what I dislike the most, and what I do like the most is that I like that I'm doing something for myself as a model. Anytime I'm doing a shoot, of course I'm selling a product, but at the same time I'm also selling myself. So if someone's gonna use me for an ad, like my face is gonna be on it, and like it feels good to know that like other people see the potential in me to advertise and to sell their brand. So I think that's probably my favorite thing, is like it's nice to brand myself and to know that like I'm brandable and I'm like presentable to the world, I guess you could say. But yeah, that's probably my favorite thing. And I do want to add this in. This is actually this was not a question, but this is something that I feel like girls of color need to know, and I feel like companies and clients need to know, because I've experienced it on set. Honestly, having a makeup artist and a hairstylist that know how to work with women of color is so important. I've experienced it before where people don't know how to do my hair on set. I've experienced it before where people don't know how to match the color of my skin, which I can tell you right now, it's not that hard. Like, I can't imagine what it's like for some chocolate girls in this industry. Like, I know there are probably a lot more questions that you guys have, so please comment below, please send me a DM, or like any kind of question you have. Hopefully I can answer it, because there are some things that I would have loved to know before I dove into this industry. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I will be making more videos. You guys can just let me know what you would like to see more of from me, and I will definitely put that out. My life and my schedule have just been really crazy, so I'm glad to be back. And y'all stay tuned, alright? Thank you!